finally end the skid. Hopefully, I mean, the skid can still keep going, but had lost 6 of the last 7, able to pick up a win Saturday night after losing to the Flames Friday night, and a Superman-like performance from our boy Jack Campbell Soup. And it seems like, based on everything the Leafs fans are saying, I don't know how they can go against it. Obviously, the team is not going to listen to what the fans are saying, but everyone has deemed Jack Campbell as their starter at this point. He's 4-0 with a goals against under 2 and a 965 save percentage. Like, the numbers are great, but 4 starts. In those starts, the team just looks more confident in front of him. He's a great guy to play for, and everyone loves him as a teammate, as a guy. So I'm sure that gives them an extra pep in their step when they're playing. And the biggest thing is he hasn't let in cheapies. And whenever you let in a cheapie, that's when the morale really gets deflated. And Campbell has given the Leafs saves when they've needed them. And that's really all you can do with this team, because they're going to keep coming. And Wayne Simmons back in the lineup gave him an extra boost, and good 4-line rolling game for the Leafs as they pull out a much needed win against the Calgary Flames. Max, I don't know how much of the game you caught or how much analysis you're ready to do, but I'll throw it over to you for some of your thoughts.
Yeah, I think Campbell as the starter is one of those decisions a potato GM could make. I mean, the numbers you gave, 2 shutouts as well. And Anderson looked far, far less from a starting goalie his last night out Friday. Just, I'd say 3 of those 4 goals, like, he potentially could have, should have had, especially the last one. That was such a demoralizing night, and I didn't really want to watch Saturday night. I was so depressed after that Friday night loss, but I'm glad I did watch, because I saw a really great defensive effort in the first period, and I think that's what you've got to do when your offense just can't seem to find the back of the net. It starts at defense. You keep the other team out of your net, and that's going to generate chances. It's going to present opportunities, and it's just a matter of you're eventually going to capitalize. I think Jason Spezza leading the team in goals in our last 2 games. That's been such a great story going on in the background. What he's brought to this team at his age, just so many different things, especially after his very rocky first start with Babcock benching him, or not even benching him, just not even starting him. Campbell, he had that Marty Brodeur-esque save in the third to keep the shutout, stacking the pads upside down. And I think Anderson did talk, like, going in, yeah, I've still got a lower body injury kind of plaguing me. So hopefully this is one of those situations where the decision is best for all parties. Campbell has more than earned himself the start. Freddie has an injury probably plaguing him. He needs some rest. His play is less than deserving. You do worry, because the hope was he was going to have a really solid season and we could re-sign him as our starting goalie to continue this franchise going forward, because that is, as we can't talk about Jack Campbell. We can talk about Jack Campbell, the starter, going into next week. We can't talk about Jack Campbell, the starter, going into next season yet. We need to see a lot more from him, I think. Goalies, they can get kind of moody in their own head with this sort of thing where they like lose the starting position and then have trouble returning to the form they had before that. So hopefully with Anderson, it's a matter of get some rest, get back to 100%, be happy for your boy Jack, and when you get back in there, start playing well. That's kind of all I have to say there.
Yeah.
Other things of note going into moving forward, hopefully Austin Matthews can break his 3-post streak sooner rather than later, and this 4 days helps with the wrist. He does seem to be starting to shoot more, and I did want to ask you what you thought about Galchenyuk on the second line. He picks up his first point as a Leaf with an assist. And I think someone on commentary said the one thing you can control is effort, and he certainly does seem to be giving 110% on the forecheck. And I haven't really noticed anything too egregious. So I'm I loved Simmons on that second line. So I don't know when you, as Keith, want to mix that back in, but for now, I'm not seeing any reason to demote Galchenyuk. How about you?
Yeah, it's effort that comes from knowing that this might be your last shot that a team is giving you, and it is a incredible opportunity for him to play with extremely talented group of guys in that top six if he's getting time there. Obviously, you would expect someone to come out with that kind of intensity that has been waiting to get their opportunity for a while, and a lot of teams have given up on now. I would like to see a sustained level of effort over the next couple of weeks before I can really make too much of a take on Galch. But yeah, the assist is nice. I don't know how much of a contribution the assist was, because he kind of just sent Hyman in on the wing, then Hyman goes all the way around the net and then snipes it. Like,
It's a confidence builder. Like,
yeah,
you don't
exactly.
have journalists writing in his first 10 starts as a Leaf, Galchenyuk with 0 points.
Yep,
So
absolutely. And he's definitely going to have opportunities to score, because like Nylander, Tavares, even if he's playing with like Barnes and Matthew, he's going to get set up. He's going to have his opportunities, maybe some second PP time. I don't know. But I'd love to see more energy out of him. He should play every game like it could be his last, because it very well could be. We saw Travis Boyd going on waivers yesterday, and that's mostly just a salary cap move so that if he clears, they can move him up and down. And I don't know if any teams are really going to take him, because um, who can make the case to their owner that they're trying to pick up more players right now when no one can afford to sign guys. So he should clear waivers. Um, and that's just another guy. Gouch has kind of bumped him out for now based on his performance, but we shall see. The worry I have is if he does not perform in those top six and they start to move him down the lineup, what will happen? Because it seems like he's a guy who might need the top end talent to really help him shine through the most. And if he's not there, then he's not really contributing at all. So that is the reserve. That is the caution I have going in the next couple of games. But if he can give the effort he had on Saturday night, then I'm all for him playing up there in the top six.
yeah, it does. There does come a point where, okay, I've played 15 games, I've played 20 games. I'm probably not getting cut if I only give 90% tonight. And that's not like a whole night decision, just like, okay, maybe I won't like kill myself on this particular forecheck. It's just you can only keep a gun against someone's head for so long.
I know,
So
but then you look at Zach Hyman, who does it every single shift.
he doesn't do it because there's a gun against his head. He does it because that's just the kind of player he is.
I love him. I love him
Yes.
so much.
That's about all the Leafs talk I have. Maybe VC doing waivers earlier was like a clear the air or clear the space, test the waters to move Boyd through.
and
But
he gets picked up, and I think he played first line for Vancouver a couple nights ago. So
wow.
yeah, that I think says more about where Vancouver's at than where the Leafs are at. But yeah, you lose VC, but you gain Galchenyuk, and if Galchenyuk can give you a little bit more, then obviously it's an upgrade, and you feel good about that.